Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're in planet Nomads, and I just want to, it's going to be a very slightly shorter video, again, I'm afraid, sorry, time is a bit limited at the moment, but I just wanted to run through a few bits and bobs for you, or with you rather, because somebody suggested to me that we could utilise this mountain behind us and do like an underground base. Now, I think that's a really cool idea, and although we haven't started it yet, I have got some plans, so I'll run through what I've got in mind with you, but for now what we're going to do is put together this very somewhat basic base. And the reason why I've done a base like this is A, because the weather absolutely sucks on this planet, and also because we just need somewhere to house our stuff, you know, things like chests and equipment and all that kind of stuff. So we've got to have a base to start out with. That was a bit weird. Did you see that? Let's see if we can do that again. His head goes crazy, look. What's this? To me that looks a bit painful. Okay. Right, anyway. So we're going to get this built today. I have got some stuff made already, so some materials, so hopefully... Why can't I go that way? I can't... Okay. So... I've basically put together a really basic base for now. We will make it look a lot better, but to be honest, if we're going to build into this mountain here, I just wanted somewhere to really run, you know, make stuff, make materials, store materials, upgrade our equipment, armory, all that kind of stuff. So that's really kind of the only reason I put this up, really. It was just exactly the same place as the old one that we had in a previous episode, so it's literally just an expansion on that. So I've got some plating being made at the moment. 43, I'm at carbon. I did go and get a few bits and bobs. Yeah, I've only got 100 carbon left. Have I got any space left? No, I haven't got any space left. Oh, we're going to have to upgrade our suit as soon as possible, because we really do need that space in our inventory. There we go, that's off again. Right, should have some more now. So, yeah, our underground base. I really think this is a great idea. So thank you to the person that left a comment on the video. It's a really great idea. I have been playing around in a separate world with some underground stuff, if I'm honest. Purely just so, you know, we're not really just for the reason, so we don't get further down the road and we start spending, you know, do a few episodes on starting to build it and then come across a big problem. So that's the reason I did it. I didn't go very far, just to see if the concept was viable. It looks like it is. It could be something that's really interesting. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to do that. Not this episode though, but we will do that. Right, can we make that? Yes, we can. Right, so we've got all the walls up. We just need some ceiling panels now. We'll stick it with a biogenerator just for now, because it's cheap and it's almost free to run. So I'm quite happy to use that. So with the underground base, what I envision, alright, is essentially there's going to be two ways to enter this base. Let me just connect that to power. It's gone dark in here now. Where's our switch? There's our switch. Just connect the door, and let's just chuck a few lights up. So yeah, with the underground base, what I'm planning, in fact, let me just grab that light quickly, and let me just run outside to show you what I mean. So the nice thing about this mountain, right, is it's quite steep, which is good for us because we want it to be. And now it rains. The reason for that is because if it was very sloped, like a gradual slope, it would basically take a long time to you know, with the blocks that we've got, to build like an entrance. It is viable. The kind of mountain type that I used in the other video was a lot less steep than this one, so this one should be a lot easier to use. So we're going to have basically a platform as close to the ground as possible, maybe with a very slight edge, so that we can drive any of our vehicles onto there, which we're going to get sorted soon because we need to get mobile. And then have basically a couple of doors leading into the base. There'll be some lights outside, all that kind of stuff. Then what I plan to do is, because this mountain is so steep, we've got effectively a large area to have an underground base with maybe multiple stories as well. Now, I don't know whereabouts the water table is in on this map in this particular area. I haven't found out yet. I haven't dug down any water. I did go and get some water, but to be honest with you, that was a little while ago, and I've forgotten exactly how far down and where I found it. So it could well be, a couple of meters or something, which isn't a problem. But I have got some ideas. So we're going to have like a central corridor that runs right through the middle of the mountain, and then we'll have some rooms coming off of it. Maybe at the end of this, the central corridors to go into like a bigger room where we, test out ideas, build some blocks, that sort of thing. And then every room will have like an application. So every room will have a purpose. So things like the food and drink machines, and what's the other one? Can't remember what it was now. Food and drink machine. There was another machine that's similar. Maybe the garden actually. Maybe the that one, greenhouse. Yeah, the medium greenhouse. You can stick that in there as well because they both supply food. So that'd be quite nice to have that in one room. And then in other rooms we'll have things like a fabrication room. So we'll have a couple of 3D printers. We'll have another room for sick bay. We'll have another room for creating our power and energy, and then all of these rooms will be linked up via the conveyor system. Now, if you don't know what that is, basically it's a bunch of blocks that you can run between each of the devices, so these things here, and really what they do is they plug into these little holes on these machines. Huh? Oh, whoops. Oh, that didn't go well, did it? Oh, I right-clicked on the machine to deconstruct it. Whoops. Let's just chuck all these in there. Nope. What am I doing? T, thank you. Let's just pick these up. Yeah, so we'll have all of these different rooms with different applications, and then connect them with the conveyor belts. The conveyor system, which it's going to be the best idea, I reckon, purely because it keeps everything neat and tidy, which is a good thing, and also chuck that in there as well, and that. Anything else? No. Let's take half of those. So the conveyor system is ideal for things like that, because what it does is you have my idea. Where is it? There's a large container. There it is. Huge thing it is. I mean, it's got 120 slots. I mean, that's basically the size of this menu, I think, near enough. Absolutely huge. And basically I'm going to have that as our central storage, and then have the conveyor system coming off that, and then into each of the rooms. And really what that's going to do is mean so that when we're creating something in here, for example, and it gets full, it will overfill into the container, and also it will pull resources from the container as well. So when we go off with our vehicles into to get resources and mine ores and that kind of stuff, we will all need to do is just whack it into the container, and all the machines will feed from it, which is fabulous. So we're going to do that. Maybe we'll have a little balcony sort of further up, if we have maybe 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 stories high, depending on how things go. We can essentially set up a big complex inside that mountain, which I think is going to be pretty sweet. If you've got any ideas, do let me know. Put them in the comments. because you know we haven't started yet, and we're going to start it soon. So if you've got any ideas at all for our little project, you know, make sure that you get them you know, sent over to me. Let me know, and we'll try and incorporate those into the build. Right, what we'll do is just quickly put up some lights. We have got some ceiling lights, we haven't unlocked them yet, so I'm going to have to use these ones. Other way around. I don't know how far away these are spacing wise. Doesn't really matter. Glass components, of course. We've got 2. So if we build that one and that one and connect them up there and there. That's enough light for now. So yeah, basically that's my idea. I don't know what you guys think to it really. I used to put a step there actually. Let's do that now quickly. Sorry for the noise by the way, and if you can hear in the background there's some fans running. I run a couple of servers here at home, and they run things like a couple of websites, and it used to run the Medieval Engineers server, although it's a bit tricky to keep running that. But it's here in the UK it's actually quite hot, which is quite rare. So it's actually quite warm where I am at the moment. So I've got the aircon on, and the servers are going rather nuts at the moment. What am I doing? I'm rambling and not looking what I'm doing. So got some more water in there. We don't really need water.
Good hydration secured.
Thanks. What else do we need? Some food. Yeah, why not?
You are in a well-fed state.
Yay. Okay, so how much power have we got left? Oh, we've got loads of power. Loads of power. Right, so what we've got left? We've got 57 iron. And that's all the carbon we've got at the moment. We've got a little bit of silicon. Nothing exciting. And we've got some other parts in here. We're actually okay for iron at the moment, but we will burn through it quite quickly. So let's make some glass. Do 10 of those. Let's make 7 of those. Let's just make another 10 of those, and then another 9 of those. Just keep us going. Just top us up a little bit, you know. There we go. We can also build electronic parts. Well, of course. There we go. And then we're going to connect that up to our switch. Just to give you guys a quick overview, there was an update to Planet Nomads recently. Not a big update, but it does come with some rather interesting changes, and that is the fact that we can change the colour of our lights. So I think this is pretty cool. Now going back to our base idea, I think what we'll do is we will, in our rooms, we can change the colour of these to reflect what's going on in the room. So for example, screenshot, in our power room that could be red, in our food and drinks area with the greenhouses it could be green, things for like the water room and stuff like that, that could be blue, and so on and so forth. So it's rather interesting to you know, play around with these coloured lights, and also they look really nice as well. When you look at the colour it's actually giving off, they've done a really good job. They did say that it would impact performance a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be too bad at the moment, and we'll see how we get on with our underground base, because we'll be using a lot of lights and stuff like that. So we'll see, you know, see how it impacts performance. We'll adjust the settings if need be. The other thing is that if you change the colour of your switch, you'll notice that the lines to your devices are also that colour. Now this is going to come in especially handy when we build into the mountain. The reason for that is because if we're going to have multiple rooms that have particular colours, what I plan to do is have a switch for each room, then a master switch to probably a uranium generator or a couple of uranium generators, and that will allow us to find out exactly which switch we're turning on and off, and which devices we're connecting to each switch. So if I had another switch here and I changed the colour to green, for example, and had it connected to the door, then that would be, that electricity line or that run would be green as well. So it's really good for kind of finding out exactly what's going on, especially in larger setups. And I think that it's actually going to be, quite interesting to, to utilise that and to use it. So just a little update for you there as well. The other thing, of course, I found out in the update, which is going to come in handy too. Where is it? There it is. So the hinge, what will happen is you can unlock and lock the position of this hinge. So, for example, if you're building a vehicle and you want to attach a trailer, what would normally happen before is that when you attach the hinge, the other end of it would just fall to the ground, or hinge downwards because of the gravity, which is what it's designed to do. But if you want to make a trailer, then you've got to find some way of lifting that hinge up, and then attaching your trailer or building your trailer, and then detaching however the way you built the trailer to keep it upright. So what this means is that when you build the hinge by default, it's locked. So if, for example, you were to use the hover jack, that thing there, you could lift up your primary vehicle or the tractor cab, and then attach the hinge and build your trailer or your secondary vehicle or whatever there as well. You don't have to use it on vehicles. Obviously you can use it for things like moving gates and stuff like that, and it will just stay exactly where it is, which is great. You can lock and unlock it at any point, and whichever position it's in, you can lock it in as well. So really nice update there from Craneballs. So thanks guys for that. Now what else could we do today? It's dark outside, so we can't really go exploring, which is kind of a shame really. Let's see if we can build an armory, because one of the next little things that I want to do is upgrade our inventory slot, because we're going to really struggle otherwise. Compact armory, can we build that? I think we can. Let's have a look. I'm just going to plonk it down in all kinds of places now, it doesn't really matter. Mechanical parts and electronic parts. Okay, can we build some of those? Well, we've got some electronic parts here. Are there mechanical parts in here? Yes, they are. Excellent. That will leave it red. Let's collect some power. So we've got 6 hours left now. Right, let's have a look. So what do we need for Mark 2? Fabrics, that's fine. Composites, we've got 4 of those, I believe. Oh, we've got 2 of those. We also need some glass. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. So we need, I think it was 8 of those, wasn't it? Yeah, and then 4 composite parts. 2, 3, 4. What else do we need? 4 electronic parts. We've got 1. So let's get 3 of those going. And then also any glass, which I have got. Excellent. So, just wait for that to complete, and then we'll upgrade our suit to Mark 2. Now that gives us 10% extra health, 25 food, 25 water, 25 on top of the temperature. Half these use the same icons, it's a bit confusing. 25 is, I think it's resistance against things like poisoning, cold, heat, all that good stuff as well. It doesn't tell you about inventory slots though. I think it goes to about, I don't know, about there or something. So I think there's, I'm going to get 2 here. I want to get these as well, the jetpack and the multi-tool, especially the jetpack, so we can hover for a bit longer. That would be handy. 2. Is our things done yet? And just typical this, we're almost done. Where's it stopped? Oh, it's finished. Blimey, that was quick. We've got everything we need now. need that, we need that, we need that, that. Boom. There we go. So need some more of those. More of those. Plating, which we can add there. What else do we need? 3 of these. ALM, active laser medium. Now we can create those. Just take a couple of those. What else do we need? Some of this as well. That should be alright. How many did we need? Needed 3. 2, 3. We need electronic parts. I just want to get upgraded to the next level just so that we've got the next kit, you know. And we'll just upgrade them as we go along then. Composite parts, was that 6? Yeah. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 3 of those. 4 of those. Put those in there. So I'm just trying to get this done for her because it's a bit boring watching me make stuff. At least I'm waiting for the machines to make it anyway. Oh, it's still making that. 1 minute and 25 seconds for that. What else do we need for this? Nothing. We've got everything else. That's handy. 6 of those. Excellent. So we've got everything apart from these things. So yeah, I've got a minute to wait for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the previous episodes, by the way. Or previous episode. This is episode 2. We're going to go off and do some exploration very shortly. I just wanted to get a base put together, just so that we've got somewhere to call home. I need to create a beacon actually. Let's see if I can do that quickly, because that's rather important. Otherwise, we ain't going to know where to go. Electronic parts. Ugh. So many electronic parts. Okay. One more. Should be pretty much done. 15 seconds. Put this together quickly. So I also heard that Crane Balls are working on a new way to enter the game. Whereas at the moment you have a quick prologue and then you crash on the planet and there's your pod. Oh, it's red. Oh, that's new. So when you're taking something down, it's red now. Never used to be. So yeah, Crane Balls are working on a brand new starter mission thing, which basically explains things a little bit better. It's like a tutorial, essentially. And it's going to be navigation on B for base. There we go. So yeah, apparently we don't know too much about it, but it's going to tie into the story a little better than what they've currently got. And that means basically start on the ship that you came from, and what will then happen is it will go to the story. I think you get to learn about the ship and that. You get to work out how to use a multi-tool, how to build things, rotate, you know, all the sort of basic stuff. Learn about your inventory and your, requirements, hunger, thirst, and then really there'll be another event which will probably be similar to what we had before, and you'll just crash land on the planet. So I don't know details about it. Crane Balls haven't said an awful lot about it, but that's basically what they have said. Once that drops, which I have a feeling it won't be too long. But once that drops, that'll be pretty good. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. So now we've got our Mark II. Let's wear that. There we go. So that'll give a better resistance to things like heat and all that kind of stuff, which is good. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. It's a very short episode, I'm afraid. I just wanted to basically give you an overview of what we're going to do with our underground base in the mountain. I don't know if many other people have built bases in underground, but it should be quite interesting to do that. I'm certainly interested to do it and see how big we can get it before my computer explodes. So if you like the video, please don't forget to leave a like, and if you are not, make sure you subscribe, because it really does help. We are a small channel, and every little helps, to coin a phrase. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well, and if you know someone else who likes Planet Nomads or any of the videos as well, we're playing Jurassic World Evolution, Planet Coaster, Planet Nomads, and a handful of other games as well. Make sure you share this video to them as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.